Will it go higher? Well, a special race now coming up, the penultimate race of the meeting. It's the Svein Arne Hansen mile. Svein Arne Hansen, of course, who died in June last year, the 20th of June last year. President of European Athletics at the time, a former international stamp trader who's a meeting director for many, many years. It's lovely this race has been named after him. Akbash is a pacemaker, so is Kiprugut. Lewandowski won the Polish title at the weekend. Stewie McSweyn in fabulous form, second in Doha back in May in 3:31. Capable of getting that Australian record of Stewie, of Craig Mottram, 3:48. Musigala is there. No one in this field has broken 3:50, by the way. Simotwo won the Kenyan trials just recently. The 26-year-old is in wonderful form. Charlie Valdegrys, who couldn't make the British team at the British trials at the weekend. Tebjani is in there for Belgium. Fontes and Jai Edwards. Well, what a find the Australians have got here. He won their championships back on the 18th of April in Sydney, where he beat Stewie McSweyn. And his mile best, Jai Edwards there, second to right, is only 3:57, and he's capable of taking a massive chunk off that. Pacemakers due to go out to 800 in 1:53.3, so they want it to be quick. So relatively small field. I've seen them 4 or 5 bigger than this. But if Akbash, Munir Akbash of France, can do his job well and take them round smoothly to halfway and around 1:53, 1:53 and a half, it'll set it up nicely. Kiprugut has only got to get them round another half lap at the required tempo. I think Stewie McSweyn here, Steve, will be up for this. He will want to use that renowned strength of his. He's a 7:28 3,000 metre runner, remember, from that Rome Diamond League last year. And this looks pretty crisp as they move through 300 metres. Charlie Grice, I think, in that white vest of his Phoenix club down in Brighton on the south coast of the UK, in third place, is looking up for this as well. McSweyn on the outside in fourth. The rest of them just enjoying the ride in this early stage.
Yeah, it's quick, and you know, Svein Arne Hansen was a great friend, and somebody who, you know, I'd always enjoyed seeing his smiling face wherever we were on the European circuit, and so many great memories here in Oslo, and it's fitting that they've lent his name to this brilliant event, and the guys here are putting on a show. I'm pleased that they are, because they've gone out with real intent here. As you said, McSweyn, Charlie Grice right up there, but this is fast, Tim. The lights are there for the fast time, and they're keeping up with them at the moment.
It is fast. I don't think we'll see a meeting record. That's an astonishing 3:44.9 by Hicham El Garouj back in 1997. But Akbash here, the Frenchman, doing a great job. Kiprugut nicely poised in second place. McSweyn now slots into third. Charlie Grice looking for a fast time here as some consolation for what he would regard as a poor run at the British trials at the weekend. His lifetime best 3:52 may be in doubt here. He's been in good form in recent weeks, building nicely the Briton, but couldn't make it onto that British squad. Only fifth in their trials. They go through halfway. 1:53.28, just about perfect.
Lewandowski a bit too far back. You'd say that the likes of Musigala, Simotwo still got a chance here, because they have gone quick at the front and they're close enough to strike. Lewandowski, though, trying to pull the others back to that little group there. Musab's in there, Edwards is in there with that second little group, and they're just closing up a little bit, Tim, as Kiprugut can't really keep his foot down, and McSweyn now will have to, well, he's got to go for it here, hasn't he? He's out in front, and he's got to keep his foot down and commit from this point.
Well, McSweyn is exactly the right sort of runner to take over with 600 to run. Kiprugut was struggling to keep going up to 1,000. They've got a lap and a half to go from that point. Now 500 to run. McSweyn beginning to pull clear. The Australian record, let's not forget that. 3:48.98 by Buster Mottram back in 2005. The bell this time. And it's 2:50 at the bell. It's very fast. Not much let up on that third lap. 57.5 as Grice now drops back to third. And indeed, a good run here from Jai Edwards, a nicely judged run as McSweyn continues to drive on down the back straight, holding that 5-metre lead, or is he? Simotwo in second place, 2:50 to run.
He's trying to hang on to those lights, Tim, and he's only got a 5-metre lead. Others are faltering. This is fast and it's hard, though, and the legs are tired. Can he hang on?
McSweyn from Simotwo. Here comes Jai Edwards, the Australian champion. going well too, and he's really pulled through. The second half is Lewandowski in 4th place. Rice going backwards now as McSweyn looks downwards and drives harder again for the line. They're not going to close on him. The fatigue is there. The tactic has worked. He's dragged the sting out of them. But watch the clock. This is so quick. 3:48.37. Lewandowski may have snatched 2nd place from Jai Edwards. It is indeed a new Australian record. And that has survived 16 years for Stewie McSweyn. That is quite some run. It's the fastest time in the world this year, as you can see, by 6.5 seconds and more. Wow, that is one of the quickest miles we've seen for a while, and it almost makes the top 20, Steve, in the mile all time. A fitting, as you say, a very, very fitting run. Not only the race, but the calibre of the performance there from Stewie McSweyn. It is, of course, an Australasian record, not just a national record.
Yeah, I really love watching this guy run. You know, he's full of guts, obviously ability as well. Edwards did a great job and judged his race well, and then just ran out of steam the last 20 metres. Lewandowski sneaking through on the inside there, which is always a good thing to do in Oslo. But McSweyn, where he won that race, Tim, was down the back straight, because the others were starting to charge on the last lap. He'd gone out in 2:50, they'd gone a little bit slower, but he kept the pressure on, and he didn't let them get too close to him. He was tired at that point, but he kept that 5-metre lead, and then into the home straight, just had enough, just maintained really, and a superb run from him. Svein Arne Hansen would have loved that, and I think we all enjoyed it as well. National record for Lewandowski as well. He keeps producing them even at his age. Personal best for Edwards, personal best for Simotwo, all over the place, people running personal bests.